And LinkedIn Live. I'm so excited that we are actually live on LinkedIn again. This is the second time that Joe Apfelbaum, me, and David Alto, you, are getting together to discuss how to roast profiles. But before we get started, I want to take a 59-second intro, 59-second intro, and ask you guys to put in the comments what you do for a living. Just write what you do for a living in the comments. I'd love to see you. What do you do for a living? And if you want to add what you're dialing in from, who do you want to meet, all that stuff, you can do that. But write what you do for a living in the comments right now. If you're watching this live, if you're tuning in from all over the world, you can also include what city you're dialing in from. Put it in the comment. You could leave multiple comments if you'd like, because we're about to get started and it's really, really exciting. I only put a 59-second counter for us to get started. We're going to be doing amazing profile roasts. So here we go. All right, we are live and we have a guest from LinkedIn now, a guest from LinkedIn. We have dozens of people watching right now live. And what I would love to know is what do you guys do for a living? Put that in the chat. We already have 21 comments. Badil said, good morning from New York City. We have Nordia that said a financial code from Illinois. I had something come up. I'd love to see the nerds. Give me a shot. And we're going to be looking through all your profiles. I'm going to be sharing my screen. But I first want to introduce our first person who's coming live. And if you guys want to be in our live, just let us know. Send me or David Alto a DM, and maybe we'll bring in guests live here to ask us questions. But I want to introduce Sam from Vancouver, Canada. Sam, welcome to the program.
Good morning. Well, thanks for having me.
So Sam started using LinkedIn not too long ago, David, as you may have met Sam already. And one of the things that she wanted to know is, Joe, how do I get over 500 plus connections? And I said that there's something called a connection limit that happened like maybe a year ago or so, where LinkedIn limited how many connections you can actually send out per week. And because people typically only get 30% of their connections accepted, you're only going to get about 100 connections a week to send out, and then people to accept. So you're only going to get about 30 new connections every week, which is about 100, 120 new active connections per month. And so in order for you to get 500 connections, it might take you 90 days. It might take you 4 months, 5 months. For some people, I see it taking 6 months. But Sam, you opened up your profile less than a month ago. And if we take a look at Sam's profile, which I'm going to pull up, I'm going to share my screen and pull up Sam's profile. She has hundreds of connections. She's way over the 500 mark. So, which is whoop, 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 crazy, right? So it's interesting how Sam was able to do it using the right strategy. And I want to tell everyone watching here that the right strategy will save you a decade. The right strategy will save you a decade. So instead of trying to do 15 minutes in the faking, make sure that you have the right strategy and you'll know exactly what to do. So let me just quickly share my screen just to kind of show you Sam's profile. And Sam, if you want, what you can do is you can introduce yourself and tell everybody like what you do. And then we're going to roast your profile first. Are you ready to get roasted?
All right, I'm ready. I'm excited for this. I was hoping you would roast me.
Okay.
So
this is
hey,
Sam's
everybody.
profile. Go ahead, introduce
This
yourself.
is my profile. I'm Sam. I work and represent Evergreen Networking. So I work right alongside Joe, and he has mentored me. and brought my profile to this beautiful place that it's in now. It says 500 plus connections there, but the total number I just checked is 651 that we're up to now, and that's within 1 month time. So as you can see, what Joe teaches is it works, and it works really well. And I've been able to make meaningful connections with these people now. And yeah, I'm just excited to be here and excited to have my profile roasted, to be the first up on the podium, and let's get going.
Awesome. Thank you so much. So David, what do you see right now on her profile? So we have the little audio clip here. I'm going to press play so you can hear it.
Hi, thank you for landing on my page and listening to this recording. If you're wondering how my name is pronounced, it's Sam Bergdahl, and the origins of Bergdahl is from Sweden.
From Sweden. So the only thing that I would add there, David, is call to action. I like having call to action. So tell people what to do. Don't just tell them, hey, I'm from Sweden, but tell them, DM me, message me, email me, call me, something. Right, David? Do you agree with that?
Yes, 100%. So that's our opportunity. You know, somebody's only going to spend 4, 5, 6, 7 seconds on our profile. Make sure there's some value there, or like you said, some call to action. You know, if you're a job seeker, you know, whether you're current employed or not, tell us what you're passionate about. Your mini elevator pitch, and like you did there, Sam, you can say an awful lot in 10 seconds. And Sam, just FYI, hey, I'm in Washington State, so you're just north of me.
Cool.
And I'm half Finnish, so we're neighbors as well.
Amazing, double neighbors, our ancestors and us now.
That's right.
Amazing, amazing, amazing. So if you guys want your profile roasted, just write roast me in the comments. David, is there any suggestions that you have specifically for Sam about her particular profile that you would improve?
Sure. Sam, is there a website that you could potentially share that you want people to go to off of LinkedIn?
You know, actually, there is a website that I could put up in there.
So let me show you what that would look like on my profile and on David's profile. So if you go to my profile, LinkedIn has a new feature that allows you to put an actual website right under where it says Brooklyn, New York. Do you see that? There's an actual website. David, are you referring to that?
Yes, that is gold. I am so happy LinkedIn added that a few months ago.
That is really, really gold. So if you guys don't have this on your profile, I'm curious to know what David has on his profile. So I'm going to pull up another thing. I'm going to pull up David's profile. Oh, that's my campaign manager.
And the neat thing is you can change it. You know, if you have an event, you can change it to that. If you have a website that collects information or whatever, you know, contact information or some freebie. Mine right now is promoting my my newsletter. So again, you could almost, you know, right, goes right to it. So you could almost, again, it could be to your calendar page, could be almost, you know, anything. So highly suggest, regardless of what you do, you know, you're here on LinkedIn to sell something. If you're a job seeker, you're looking to sell yourself, right? There's probably something.
Put your resume there, right?
Yeah, Google Doc, whatever.
Yeah, or your personal website. Guys, put your link
That's a great idea.
Put your link in the comments of what link you would want people to see, because I don't know if you guys know this, but we can actually see all the comments here. So drop your link in the comments, letting us know. And look at this. Good afternoon from GMT. Look at what people are putting in the comments. I don't know if you guys know this. If you want to see all the comments, go to David Alto's profile or my profile, click on View All Activity, and then click on Posts, and you'll actually see this post. And I don't know why LinkedIn has this thing where it doesn't let you see all the comments from when you're watching the video. But over here, you can actually see all the comments, and you can sort it by most relevant or by most recent. And if you sort it by most recent, you'll be able to see what people are writing over here. Chris said, go ahead, roast mine, make my day. All right, I'm going to pull up Roast's profile. He wrote roast mine. Texas baby, KJ wrote Texas baby. Good evening from Bangladesh. Technical. So guys, put in your link of what you want people to see, because people are going to see that link here in real time. And that could be really helpful for your business to share your link. So go ahead, share your link that you want to share on your profile later, and then make sure you add it to your profile, just like David told Sam to do. And I'm going to be looking through the comments that I have on my profile. I have 43 comments over here. Fadil said, hi, Sam. Amazing, amazing. If you want to connect with Sam, you can literally go to linkedin.com/in/SAMBERGDAHL. That's her thing. And if you want to learn about Sales Navigator, she's a Sales Navigator expert, and she's also promoting our boot camp. So we have a Sales Navigator boot camp coming up. So if you go to salesnavbootcamp.com, we have an incredible boot camp coming up. We only have a few seats left. So if you have Sales Navigator in the chat, right? I have Sales Navigator. I'm curious to know who has it. And I can quickly play this video to show you what it's about for those that are interested. You want to get more qualified leads from LinkedIn? Well, you got to learn how to use Sales Navigator. What's Sales Navigator? It's a premium version of LinkedIn that helps you not just do networking, but also prospecting. My name is Joe Apfelbaum, and I've been teaching LinkedIn for the past decade. I mostly teach the LinkedIn organic side, the part of LinkedIn where you're networking and building relationships. But many of our students want to use Sales Navigator because they're paying for it anyway, and they need a strategy. So we created a 6-week boot camp where we walk you through step by step, not just how to use Sales Navigator tactically, which LinkedIn teaches. We teach you the strategy behind how to search. We teach you the strategy behind how to set up lists, both lists of leads and lists of accounts, and how to move leads from list to list strategically. We teach you how to send in-mails that actually get opened. I don't know if you know this, but in-mail goes also through email, and it doesn't go into spam filters the way that cold email goes in. And so we're going to teach you how to be able to do this strategically so that you actually get responses from people instead of getting ignored. LinkedIn only gives you a limited amount of in-mail credits, but there's a hack in the system that allows you to send as many in-mails as you want if people have certain settings set up on their own profile. We're also going to teach you how to use alerts and how to use technologies that are affiliated with LinkedIn. All right, let's get into so if you guys want more information about this, just go to salesnavbootcamp.com. I want to know who wants us to roast their profile. If you want us to roast your profile, let us know. We're going to start with Chris. Chris Stiffen.
I got one more. Can I get one more tip to Sam?
Yeah, go ahead.
All right, Sam, you're going to be leading this boot camp, right? And after the boot camp, all of these people are going to go, oh my God, that was amazing, Sam. I love you. I love you. You're going to ask each and every one of those to write you a recommendation.
Wow. So how many recommendations do you have now, Sam?
At the moment, I have 0 working on it, but by then I will have 30.
Oh my God. Okay. So her goal is to get 30 recommendations. Let me look at David. David, I know me and you are both working on trying to get to 1,000 recommendations on LinkedIn, and we're doing it together, hand in hand. There's no competition. We're both going to get there at the same time. And you have 370 amazing recommendations from people. And that is incredible. And I'm working on it. So if you guys know David Alto and you love this, what we're doing over here, teaching people how to use LinkedIn, how to optimize their profile, definitely leave David a recommendation. If you're connected to him, you have to be connected to him to leave him a recommendation. So make sure that you're connected to him. If you're connected to him, right, I'm connected to David. I'm curious to know who's connected to David. If you're not, say, I'd like to connect with David to leave him a recommendation. So let me know in the chat. And also click on Recommend David. Go to his profile and click on Recommend David. I'm actually going to leave David a recommendation on his profile because he's such a prolific resume writer / LinkedIn optimizer and incredible human being, just a giver. So that's my commitment to get you from 370 to 371. And I'll be one of your 1,000. And maybe Sam will also give you one. We'll get to 372 because you gave her such incredible tips for her profile. And
maybe Joe, you can be my first.
Ooh, I'd love your first. Oh my God. And maybe David can be your
recommendation. Yay.
And Sam, will you send me a link to the Sales Navigator so I can? Okay.
Absolutely. Yes.
Thank you.
I'm joining.
Thank you. And David, we're going to have a special deal for you because you're such a sweetheart. So Sam, remind me to give you the special deal for David. Okay.
Sounds great.
That's really sweet. Thank you. Okay. So here we go. What I want to do is I want to get into Chris a little bit because Chris reached out to us. And look at this. Chris is a 2nd-degree connection of mine with 16 mutual connections. Is he a connection of yours, David? Do you know Chris personally?
Second, I see him all over all over LinkedIn, and he's the guy that leaves little memes as comments, and I love him. And I love him so much. I've been using some of my own more lately. Not memes of me, just memes in general. So
Love that.
thank you, Chris.
Oh my God. Thank you, Chris. So Chris, the first off the bat, I'm going to give him the first tip. David, you'll give him the second tip. The first tip that I have to give you is that little voice note there. You're missing the voice note. That's an opportunity to leave a 10-second voice note to tell people what you do, who you help, how you help them, or how they can get in touch with you. Let's listen to David's real quick. David, can we listen to yours on your profile?
Sure.
I'm going to hit play.
Job seekers hire me to land them new careers. Organizations hire me to improve employee engagement. Visit altoadvance.com for more.
Wow. His call to action is so good. Altoadvance.com for more. He tells you exactly what to do, tells you who he helps, how he helps them. So powerful. So powerful. For me, my call to action is a little bit different. So my call to action is, let me go to my profile real quick and I'll show you my call to action. Mine is the following. If you actually listen to this, send me a DM and let me know that you heard this. I'm curious how many people actually listen to this. My name is Joe Apfelbaum. That's how you pronounce my name. Okay, so very interesting, right? My approach is I want people that listen to it to DM me, and I literally get 2 to 3 DMs every single day from people that are often my potential clients sending me a DM, just letting me know that they heard my voice note. Testing on LinkedIn is so important. And when you tell people, hey, help me test, you start a conversation. And when you start a conversation, the conversation will often lead to a conversion, either as a referral, as a new client, or as a new job, or as a new relationship. So what I want you to do is I want you to get into the habit of telling people to do things, whether telling them to go to your website like David Alto did, or whether it's me telling them to DM you. So there are many different things that you can do. Say, if you're looking to hire me, I'm looking for a job. So send me a DM or look at my resume in my about section or whatever you want to tell people. But your voice is very powerful because your voice is like body language. So that's our tip for Chris. David, do you see anything blatantly on his profile? I see he has a facebook.com/joinstayexpress. What else do you see blatantly?
Well, this is just minute, but his banner, bottom right-hand corner of the banner, it's cut off. That website's cut off a little bit. So
I didn't notice that.
Just a little bit. So he doesn't have much space at the top to do anything. So he'll just have to, just edit that just ever, just ever so slightly.
I see that. And also it's a little like the R is a little closer to the left than the O is to the right. So I would kind of center this a little bit. You can do this work in a tool called Canva. If you guys don't know this, Canva is very powerful. I'm just going to quickly show you guys we have an hour tutorial in our course on how to use Canva. But if you simply look for LinkedIn banner, guys, check this tip out over here. There are 5,369 banners, and many of you don't have banners. So I recommend going through this and finding a banner you like, customizing it, and then make sure, I always tell people, make sure that, Chris did a good job not cutting off the banner content with his photo. So leave an empty space on the bottom left corner of it. And of course, David is spot on. You don't want to have your thing cut off. It just doesn't look good. Probably when he uploaded it, if you click on it, you can see it. Oh, you can't even see it when you click on it. So that's such a tease. Chris, why are you teasing us? We want to know what your website is. Chris, put it in the comments so we know your website. Okay, good. What else, David?
And Joe, we got to remove that rookie status from his LinkedIn profile. Now, obviously, Chris is not a rookie, but he's got those random numbers at the
oh my gosh, he didn't customize his URL. Okay, Chris, please contact David ASAP so he can teach you how to customize your URL. You have to do that. Oh my God, it's one of the biggest mistakes people make is they don't customize their URL and they end up having these little numbers on top, which is, you guys, I'm pointing to the top of you probably don't see it because I'm not zoomed in. But bottom line is, Chris, customize your URL. Let me see what Sam's is. Sam's is linkedin.com/in/Sam Bergdahl. And mine is linkedin.com/in/Joe Apfelbaum. And David's is linkedin.com/in/David Alto. And I'll give you guys another tip here on top of that is if you go to joelinkedin.com, JOE LinkedIn.com, it takes you right to my profile. So you can go to GoDaddy.com, buy a domain for $11.99 and just have it forward to your LinkedIn profile. And, so that's what I would definitely do. So you can do davidlinkedin.com or David A or resume, something that's really easy. Like if you're on a podcast, David or Sam or anybody else listening to this, and somebody says, how do I find you on LinkedIn? You can say, go to https://www.linkedin.com. Hang on, /IN. Don't forget the /IN /Joe Apfelbaum. Apfelbaum is spelled APFELBAUM. Can you remember all those details? No. But if I'm on stage in front of 1,000 people and I say, can everyone please go to joelinkedin.com? And how do you spell Joe? Oy vey. You don't know how to spell Joe? Yo, I got 99 problems. This is how you
Spelling
spell
Joe ain't one.
You want me to tell you how to spell Joe? Give me some words in the comments below. Here we go. It's Joe with the right strategy. If you want to get with me, let me show you how to flow, how to start the show. Me and David, we're going to teach you how to get your resume straight on LinkedIn. Stop thinking, start doing, get things in the comments below. Let me show you how to flow. Let me show you how to grow. Let me show you what to do. All right. So in the comments below, that was a little, someone told me, Joe, the 99 Problems song has such a good beat. You got to riff to it. So did I do a good job, David?
Of course, Joe. I love your sense of humor.
Okay, thank you. My sense of humor. Okay, cool. That's really, really funny. So if you actually want to see the actual comments people are leaving, you can go to David's recent activity, click on the amount of comments, and then you can look at the most recent ones. I'm going to do most recent over here. And then view all comments. And Sandra said, wow. Muhammad said, wow. Chris said, reply to my message. I don't even know what that means. Oh, he said, reply to my message. Hit the video. Ooh, Chris wants us to hit the video. By the way, if you want us to profile roast you, just write roast me, and toast me, or just write toast me, and we'll roast you and toast you.
Joe, before we hit his video, a lot of people will ask, like, well, Dave, what's the big deal about those letters and numbers? Well, think of this. If you have that LinkedIn URL on your resume, which you should, because we want them going from your resume to your LinkedIn. Let's just make it look like, you have your, what together, right? And that's why you want to customize it. If you ever want to include it on anything, obviously, if you're super active on LinkedIn, it does kind of remove that rookie status. So there's reasons that you want to customize that.
I love that. And by the way, people do things for reasons. So make sure that you have the reasons, you know exactly why, what, when, how, where. And by the way, if you guys haven't put in who your best referral partners are in the chat, go ahead right now, take a moment and write who your best referral partners are. We would love to see who your best referral partners are, because what me and David love to do, and Sam and everybody else watching this on LinkedIn, is we like to send business your way. So if you're looking for a job, tell us what type of job you're looking for. If you're looking for new clients, tell us what type of new clients you're looking for. Tell us who your referral partners are. Put it in the chat right now. And if you're not sure, just write, I'm not sure, but at least we'll look at you and we'll be able to help you figure out who your best referral partners are. So go ahead, put that in the chat. Carlos Diaz said, always entertaining. Let me pull up Carlos Diaz's profile. We're going to roast him. Cherry said, roast me. Let's see, who else wrote roast me? Bryn Tillman, somebody put, okay, roast me, please. Roast me. We got a bunch of roasters. Visit my profile, please. Great ideas, MD said. Okay, don't know if you got mine. I'm going to put Leo's in. Roast my profile. Arun said roast my profile. I'm going to find him right now. Roast me, Gustav said. Okay, so I'm going to pull up all these profiles. We're going to do a quick roasting of 10 profiles now, one at a time. We're going to give one tip to each person, and then we're going to rock and roll. Is that cool? David, is that cool?
Oh, that's cool. We could obviously do this for like 24 hours. And
I know. There are 840 million profiles on LinkedIn. So if we had to roast every profile, we would take forever. But go ahead in the comments, write roast me, toast me, and host me. And boast me. Roast me, toast me, host me, and boast me. Do you think that would be a good rap? Sam, do you think that would be a good rap?
I think it's the next top hit.
Here we go. Here we go with the flow. I got Carlos Diaz. He wants me to roast me. I'm going to toast me and boast me because he wants me to host him. Let me show you how to be the best Carlos Diaz in the game. First, I see you don't have a video on your profile. You got to show your face while you smile. Tell people how to dial for a while. That's the idea. Okay, so first of all, he doesn't have a video. He doesn't have a video. When you click on his face, he doesn't have the video. And if you want to see what the video looks like, I think we can find Richard's video. Where's Richard? We'll have to find Richard again. We'll find Richard and play his video in a minute. But number one is have a profile video. David, why is a profile video important? It's 30 seconds long. easy to watch. Do you have one, David?
Yes. Here's the thing. So why do videos matter? Well, think about it. You know, this is a network. LinkedIn is a huge 24/7 networking event. How do we get to know people? By hearing their voice and seeing them as well. So
yeah. So let's watch David Alto's video real quick. David, I'm going to watch your video. Is that, do I have permission?
oh, sure, go for it.
I train and provide HR, marketing, CEOs, and job-seeking professionals on how to position themselves, their departments, and their organizations right here on LinkedIn.
We know that 90% of all major companies use
Wow.
software to scan your resume. But that's not all we see. We see and identify the skills you have to tell your story. With a click of a button, you can learn how we help you immediately. See the difference it makes when we help you share your story.
Guys, if you need to optimize your profile for the robots, please make sure, we're giving him a round of applause here. Please make sure that you definitely check out altoadvance.com. He's helping you do that. His goal is to help you be able to get that job and to make sure you look good. Let's look at Sam's real quick. Sam, do you have one?
Thanks for watching my profile
Oh, she
video.
does.
My name is Sam B, and I want to help more people learn how to use Sales Navigator. So if you use Sales Navigator or want to learn how to do it, I invite you to connect with me and send me a DM. And
I'm going to give her a heart here. Okay, keep going. Let me see. Oh, did I ruin it?
I will send you more information about the bootcamp that we have coming up soon. Quick fun fact about myself. I live in Vancouver, Canada. I love to go into the mountains to appreciate nature, and I have my very own perpetual calendar that I use to showcase my grandma's oil paintings, just like this one behind me. Send me a DM with something about yourself.
Wow. Can we give her a round
Ooh.
of applause for that amazing
Here we
call?
go. Thank you. Thank you.
Wow, what a performance. That
And
was
so, David and Joe, I actually have a question about this. In the voice clip for your name, you said to have your call of action. So in my head, my call of action's in my video, but you're saying to maybe double up on that and have your call of
Yes.
action in both for those
I
who
would say
don't
do it
have 30
everywhere.
seconds.
Right, do it everywhere.
All
What if
right.
somebody doesn't click your video? A lot of people don't even know the video still exists.
Right.
That's true.
Right. And somebody said, Joe, how do I get captions on my video? Do you guys want a hack on how to get captions on your video without any paid software? You guys want a hack? Say, show me the hack in the chat, Joe. Show me the hack. I'm going to show you guys the hack in a second. But right now, Carlos Diaz, the other thing I have to tell you is you don't have call to action in your about section either. So if somebody wants to contact you, there's just a lot of blurb. It's not broken out, and he doesn't have call to action. Do you have one more tip for Carlos real quick?
Let's check.
Can we
All
share
right.
his page again?
No.
You got a recommendation
listen-
last 2017, so maybe you should get a couple more this year. Okay, what else?
We could listen to it. Let's listen to his audio.
Ooh, let's listen to it. That's a good one.
Hello, Carlos Diaz with Vulcan Business Solutions. Let our team manage all of your technology needs.
Okay, cool. Not bad. What I like to do is I like to say who I help and how I help them and a call to action. That's what I like to say. So exactly what David did was really, really clean. So go listen to David. So that's really, really good. Okay, so that's enough for Carlos. Thank you, Carlos. Look at Sherry Dong. Sherry Dong is a senior marketing director, go-to-market manager in New York City from Ithaca College. What would you tell her? If you had one thing to tell her, David, what would you tell her?
Can you pull her up?
Yep. Am I not sharing my screen? Oh, vey. Okay, I'm not sharing my screen. Okay, go. I thought I was sharing my screen.
Oh, that's okay. I'm gonna pull her up on my screen too. It'll be easier for me to.
Yeah, so
see it.
Sherry
All right.
Dong is award-winning.
Audio message. The banner doesn't tell me anything about what she does or anything. I know the banner's pretty, but the banner has to serve a purpose.
The banner has to serve a purpose. You got to have a purpose. I love that. I'm looking at the comments here, guys. Keep the comments rolling in. If you want us to roast you, just write roast you. Look, Rena said roast me. I'm going to pull Rena's up. A couple more people said roast me. So I'm going to find those people. And also just tell us who you want to meet in the chat. Just write who you want to meet in the chat. We are here to support you. We are here to help you. We're here to build an actual community of people that want to get to know each other in real time. So Sherry, definitely have the background banner be related to what you do. Make sure you have that video. Make sure you have the audio. What about the headline? What would you say to improve the headline? Because the headline is like, it's so important.
So obviously you can add a lot more. I like those vertical lines to break it up because it doesn't need to be in the form of a sentence or anything like that. But what I would say is if if somebody was going to search for you, what terminology would they use? Those high level skills that you possess, how would they find you? Who do you serve? So, I mean, I would definitely want to know a little bit more, but there's more opportunity. And Joe, I want to talk just briefly about the About section. People come to your profile to learn more about you. When you share quickly in the About section what you solve and how you solve it, like something like this, like, do your teams or departments struggle with X implementing Y, ? And then give an actual example? What you're doing is sharing, again, what you solve and how you solve it. If you do that quick, especially if you're a job seeker, well, then they understand what you solve and how you solve it. Then they want to reach out to you. So make sure to kind of, take that approach. What you solve and how you solve it.
Yes, I love it. What you solve and how you solve it. And I give an example of what David said about the headline. So the headline, Sales Navigator Expert, there's 3 people that come up. Richard, who was on our influencer conference 2 years ago, and he's constantly doing amazing things in Sales Nav. He's based in Europe. Mike, who's based in Costa Rica, who did our Sales Navigator overview this year in our boot camp in our LinkedIn Influencer Summit in January. And we're going to have another Sales Navigator Expert coming up in January this year. And then Sam, because Sam wrote Sales Navigator Expert. And these are the only people out of 25,000 connections that I have that are Sales Navigator Experts. Now, I personally know another 20 Sales Navigator Experts in my network. 20. I'm not kidding you. But none of them come up because they don't put the words in their profile. So if there's one thing I take away from here is, what is your number one keyword? What is the keyword? Put it in the chat right now. I'm curious to know. I'm going to stop sharing my screen for a second. I'm curious to know, what is your number one keyword for your business that you want people to find you for? I'm going to put it in the lower third. What is your number one keyword or key phrase? One keyword. What do you want people to find you for when they search? So it could be 1 word, 2 words, or 3 words. Put them in. I'm putting that as the prompt on the bottom. What is your number one keyword? What do you want people to find? What do you want people to find your? All right, let me stop sharing that. See if I can edit that. I need someone to key away my find you for when they search for you. Okay, fine. Save. Now I'm going to put it up and see if that looks better. Okay, it looks better. It's spelled correctly this time. All right. So let's move on to the next person. Let me look at the chat real quick, see if anybody's chatting in real time right now. I want to respect the people that are chatting and give them some love and appreciation and acknowledgement. We're actually going above and beyond and sharing in the chat. You could share more than once, more than twice, more than 3 times. Our goal is to make sure that we see you, that you're visible. The more you comment, the more visible you'll be. So comment any thoughts that you have, any value that you're getting. If you're getting value, write value. Okay, so Carlos on my profile wrote problem solver, career coach, memory improvement, so much. And I'm looking at David's. So I'm going to open up my screen just to kind of show you who the people are that are commenting here. So this is how I'm able to see the comments in real time. You can only see it in real time if you go to my recent activity, you click on comments, you click on recent, and then you press refresh. That's what you need to do. And that's how you, because again, LinkedIn Live is not perfect. It's a little broken, but it kind of works. So if you click on comments, you can see all the comments. You can reply to the comments. Instead of most relevant, you change it to most recent. And that's how you kind of see that value. Carlos said value. Lori said UX, UI designer. I'm going to pull her up over here. I'm giving her likes over here on the stuff. Let's see who else commented recently. Guys, leave a comment if you're here. Okay, Bob said LinkedIn coach. Okay, fantastic. All right. And the same thing with David's profile. So I just wanted to show you that this actually works. Now, MD, there's a freelancer. What would you say to this person? What's the one tip you would give this person if we were just going to give him a tip? I see he has the link here. He has a lot of keywords here. What would you say to this person?
Yeah, I mean, even though I understand emojis kind of break it up, but that is that headline is valuable real estate. I don't know if always using a ton of emojis helps with that. And not everybody likes emojis, and I don't want to offend everybody, so that's why I use them strategically.
He doesn't tell people how to contact him. He's right. Hello, everyone, to my profile. Hello, everyone. Welcome to my profile.
Obviously, he needs to DM me so I can teach him how to remove those random letters and numbers from his
Yes.
LinkedIn
Reach
URL.
out to him so he can help you optimize your URL, because your URL is not optimized. So those are the tips that we give you. That's amazing. Moving on, Lester. Lester's a cybersecurity crisis management excellent exercise and drills. I just did exercise this morning. That was fun. And he sent me a connection request. Should I accept it? David, what do you think?
Oh, yes, of course.
I'm going to accept it. Okay, I'm going to press accept. That's amazing. He's missing the audio. He's missing the little audio clip. He does have a blue dot here, which is interesting. I don't know why he has this green dot here. Maybe related to his brand. But this green dot that he has over here is actually, I believe it's against LinkedIn's terms and conditions to have a dot there. Am I right, David, or am I wrong?
You are 100%. And we're finding, LinkedIn being a little stingy, like, so yeah, no, you do not want to add anything after your name like that. So no emojis, no nothing.
Connecting on LinkedIn. Okay, so I sent Lester, thank you for connecting on LinkedIn. That's awesome. I'm going to click on his profile. I love the little round circle around his name, but he's missing the video there. He does not have the video. Also, he could do a better job with his headline, who you help, how you help them. And then in your about section, I love that he's using bold text here, which is great. If you want to learn how to do that, definitely reach out to David. We teach it in our course, how to use all types of bold text. And also there's no call to action. So look, a lot of people are missing this opportunity. Leo has the voice. Leo has the audio. He writes technical project manager. I love his image over here. He doesn't write who he helps and how he helps them. But, that's something that you can improve a little bit on over here. Let me see. Is there anything else that you would tell him to improve?
Definitely add the, this is a common thing, but no, never mind. He has the website. Never mind.
Okay. He has 22,000 followers, which is pretty darn good. But definitely going through your profile. I love that he has a video here. What I like to do is, guys, what I like to do in my featured section, this is a little advanced for some people, is I'd like to have a post that's like my networking one sheet, then maybe a video or an article. So I would like to have different things, maybe my story, maybe telling a story. Don't just have a random post. And you also want your post that's a pretty popular post, so people see that you have social proof. So when people look at your profile, they might only see those posts. That's the only thing they might see. And if you go to my profile, for example, I'll give you guys this example. If you just click on my profile, you'll notice, if you scroll down, you'll notice I have my networking one sheet, I have my recent story, and I have a video. And then I have my article about Ajax Union, my article about Evergreen. So, I would tell you to be very strategic when you're using your featured items. Don't just randomly put up a post. When somebody reads our post over here with me and the dog here, they get touched. They get inspired. This is a very, very powerful. I almost cried when I wrote this post because it's really emotional. And so 161 people liked it. 15,000 people saw it. I want more people to read this post because you kind of get to know me a little bit. And so I want you guys to have those your best posts up there. That's very powerful. Okay, somebody said, Joe, where's that hack to get the captions? I'm waiting for the hack. Should we show the hack, David? What do you think?
Oh, of course. And you taught me the hack, so
okay. So we're gonna go to www.instagram. You can be like, Joe, why are we going to Instagram? Check this out, guys. We're gonna go to instagram.com/Joe Apfelbaum. Everybody, put your Instagram handle in the chat. Put your Instagram handle. I'll put my Instagram handle in the chat. So the way you go to the chat is you click over here, on here, and on the right side, you'll see the chat here. Put your Instagram handle just like I did, so I can click on it and check out your Instagram handle. But definitely go do that. But check this out. If you leave an Instagram story, okay, so LinkedIn used to have stories. Now it's called, LinkedIn doesn't have stories. Now it's just a profile story. If you create an Instagram story like I did, so I'm going to show you guys my Instagram story real quick and show you something interesting. Check this out. So this is me on the street. I'm showing you a guy dancing on my way to a networking event. So I can create an Instagram story, and on the Instagram story, I could literally press swipe up and press captions, and then the captions go on my video. And you don't even have to post it as a story. You can just save it and then post it to LinkedIn. So this is my story from yesterday. This is the event I went to. As you can see, I went to a networking event last night. And by the way, I knew 0 people at the networking event. But I used an extremely powerful tool that told me the names of all the people at the event. David, do you know how to do that? I saw the names of all the people at the event. And then as I approached the person, I said, "What's your name?" He told me his first name, and I pulled up his LinkedIn profile instantly. Crazy.
Oh, wow.
Crazy. I'll show you the feature in a second, but check this out. After this little story of Sharon. And she said, "Joe, I want to introduce you to a bunch of business development teams here in New York City." So I said, "Okay, I'm going to come to the event. Let's see what." So this is me and Sharon, by the way, and I'll show you guys Sharon's profile. Maybe we'll roast her profile too while we're at it. So anywho, I walk into the event, and all of a sudden I look around and I realize I don't know anybody. So what do I do? So I walk all the way around and I try to see, okay, who's my anchor person? Who's the person who I feel comfortable walking over to? And I found him. His name is Steve. Look at that, Steve. So if you guys want to watch this whole story, you can go to my Instagram. I meet with Steve and I ask Steve, "Dude, tell me, who else should I meet at this event?" And he's like, "That's a really great question. Nobody ever asked me that. But I think you should definitely meet Karen." So I went to go meet Karen. I had a conversation with. So I walk you through every single person that I met, and I show you all the different selfies of the people that I met. So I met Alicia, and then I stop off at the train. And by the way, I posted this video on LinkedIn today. And then I talk more about, I asked Alicia, who should I meet? And then she said, meet Tim. So I met Tim and we have built a relationship. And then I asked Tim, who should I meet after I built a relationship with him? And he said, you should definitely meet the other Tim. And by the way, this is not the other Tim. This is Stu. I by accident put this here. I'll correct it later in the story. So I said, okay, Stu, who should I meet? And Stu tells me to meet somebody else and then somebody else. And then actually this is Stu. And then he told me to meet Millie. And then Millie told me to meet Todd. And then Todd told me to meet Steve Cohen. And then Steve Cohen, it just didn't stop. And I met all these incredible people, connected with all of them on LinkedIn. And it was very, 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 very powerful. So if you guys are not using Instagram in conjunction with LinkedIn, it could be a really powerful tool to use. All right. Now let's go to the next person, Guarev. Guarev, you're missing a background banner. That's off the bat. Anything else that you would say? The video, the audio, the message, all that stuff is missing. Call to action. What else?
Yeah, let me go here.
Oh, I think recommendations he's missing. Yeah, he's missing so many things. He doesn't have enough connections. Oh my, he's missing putting under his profile over here, under experience, he's missing a paragraph there.
Joe, too bad there isn't a LinkedIn 101. Too bad well, I guess that's good for me
in
and
our
you to
course.
be around.
Yeah,
right?
In our course, we have a LinkedIn 101 that walks people through the basics and a profile checklist with the 20 different things you can do on your profile, step by step, how to do it. So yeah, so he's basically, Gaurav, just go listen to everything you said, everybody else, because you literally just, yeah. Let's look at Rena. Rena's more advanced. I like Rena's profile. Rena's a student in our course. She actually put the audio clip. Let's listen to it real quick. I clicked on it, but did nothing.
Hi, it's Rena Yudkowsky. I want to help you improve your memory. Send me a DM and let's chat.
Yeah, she's a memory coach, and she helps people improve their memory. So if you guys if you're over 50 and you want to improve your memory, definitely hook up with Rena. What would you tell her on her profile?
Well, remember, you have 10 seconds on that audio. Use it all up. Use it all up. It's actually 10 points.
Rena Yudkowsky, CEO of Memory Matters. I'm a geriatric social worker and memory coach. I teach memory improvement courses to seniors all over the world online so they can improve their memory and feel confident that they can age with grace and remembering everything that's important to them. I also do webinars all over the world for senior groups and senior programs. So if you want to work on your memory or you work in the senior care industry field, DM me and let's connect.
Oh my God, so perfect. Someone took our course. Amazing, really good. I would say improve the featured. Remember, I gave you guys a tip about the featured, so improve the featured. In the about section, I love that you have call to action. She has her phone number. You can WhatsApp her directly here. So guys, if you're using WhatsApp, by the way, I don't know if you guys know that. Check this out. If you search the word WhatsApp me on LinkedIn, this is a little hack. If you search the word WhatsApp me on LinkedIn, you can actually find all the people that want you to WhatsApp them. So you can literally WhatsApp 100,000 people on LinkedIn.
Wow.
Dude, that is crazy, 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 crazy. If that was crazy in the chat, right? Crazy, guys.
Rena, make sure you ask for recommendations. When you've helped people, whether it's a webinar, whether it's free, but when knowledge transfers from one person to another, regardless of money, ask for that recommendation. That's going to give people, think about it. You go to maybe I go and visit Joe, right? And I'm looking for a place to eat. I go to Yelp, right? I'm not going to go to the place with 1 star or, one rating or whatever, or a bunch of terrible ones. I'm going to go to the ones that have had amazing experiences. So really, regardless of what you do on LinkedIn, you just have to keep asking for those recommendations every single time.
I love that. And I see a couple of people put their Instagrams, like Tina Larson. Let's check out Tina Larson's Instagram. Why not? Give her a little love. Tina Larson's amazing. She's an amazing student in our course, in our coaching program. She hasn't done any stories recently, but check out her reels. She's been practicing. She's doing a reel. This is her first reel here. Oh, it's muted.
I'm Tina Larson, owner of the Folsom Group. We work with co-op and condo owners to increase their property value by consulting their co-op and condo boards. I am passionate about helping every co-op and condo owner live in a building that's greener, more sustainable, and more affordable.
Wow, really good. And she has call to action and everything. You can tell she's in our course. Amazing, amazing, amazing job. Okay, guys, if you haven't learned about our Sales Navigator Bootcamp, I'm going to just play another minute of this video real quick. But they're not part of LinkedIn. Technologies that overlay on top of LinkedIn and give you information like people's cell phone numbers, their email addresses, adding them to external email automations, setting up templates, automatically recording things. We're going to teach you how to use these tools alongside Sales Navigator over the 6-week bootcamp. We walk you through step by step how to organize yourself, how to set up the right strategy, and how to actually get qualified leads from Sales Navigator. If you're interested in being part of this bootcamp, definitely look for the information below. We're going to walk you through step by step exactly what you need to do to go from not knowing how to use Sales Navigator at all to understanding how to use every aspect of the platform, both tactically and strategically. Now, there's a lot of information available on YouTube. There are over 70 different videos with Sales Navigator, and my team combed through all of them. And most of the information is either tactical and very simple information that you can find it at your own and just look at help files, or it's completely outdated and the interface is not the same anymore and those features don't even exist anymore. What we're teaching you is strategy. How do you craft an email that actually gets responded to? How do you set up your profile correctly on LinkedIn Organic so that when someone sees you, send them a message, they actually are compelled to connect with you because you look like you're an interesting profile based on the targets that you're reaching out to? How do you integrate LinkedIn Organic with Sales Navigator efforts? How do you set up alerts so you know when your prospects are posting, when you know when your prospects are changing jobs and things like that? If you want to learn how these strategies work, if you want to be able to use Sales Navigator more strategically and spend less time spinning your wheels and more time having conversations with qualified prospects, then you might want to consider joining this bootcamp. It's 6 weeks long. It's live on Zoom. We'd love to have you in there. There's a limited amount of people that we can allow into each bootcamp. So if you want to join, make sure you join this one right now that's happening. Looking forward to seeing you there. Check out the information below, and we'll see you in the bootcamp. Boom. Powerful, right? So a lot of people have no idea how to do that. But what we're teaching you right now, me and David are teaching you how to optimize your LinkedIn profile. What do you want to tell Arun Paul? Arun Paul, look, by the way, this little gold icon here, if someone has this gold icon, Sam wants to meet them because Sam is getting people into the bootcamp. She's like the LinkedIn Sales Navigator expert, and she already has over 500 connections on LinkedIn. She literally started this account like a month ago, and she's already totally crushing it. So if you want to know her hack, reach out to her because she knows how to add hundreds of connections automatically on LinkedIn and bypass that 100 connection limit that LinkedIn has for most people. Okay, so Arun Paul, what do we want to tell him?
Banner still, the banner still doesn't tell me enough. And it's not necessarily about words, but it just doesn't tell me enough to tie him to what he does. Obviously, audio message, probably opportunity in the headline to talk about who you serve and how you serve them. Again, featured section probably has some value, but it needs to be varied. If you're ever on a podcast or whatever, you do want it to be varied depending on what you do. This looks like a lot of the same. it just looks like to me,
Three of the
I
same
maybe,
things, three same information pieces instead of doing like a networking piece, a video, and a story or something like that. Yeah, very
and then
powerful.
Joe, a lot of people don't know that. Okay, you can put a lot of things in the featured section, yes, but instead of filling up that featured section, put the ones that you really want to highlight, because you can add the others to the job that it corresponds with. They just show up as smaller thumbnails, but you and I both know, Joe, they serve that same purpose.
I love that. I love that. And if you want to learn how to do that, definitely reach out to David Alto. He's the expert. Look at Lori. Lori has 388 connections. So my tip, real Lori, would be get more connections. Get to the 500 plus level. What tip would you give Lori?
Well, and in order to do that, I mean, different networking events. And let me look at her profile. Again, her banner. Again, I know she's branding her business, but does she sell inkwells? Is she a writer? I mean, that's what I think when I see that. I think that she's a writer. So,
a writer. I get that too. Yeah. Or writer, or like an art, like some type of like someone who's like a calligrapher or something,
Yeah, but really not a graphic designer. That doesn't really scream at me. Audio message. There's a lot of things.
Page. She's missing her company page logo here because she doesn't have a company page attached to her job.
Company pages, Joe, you and I both know those. I mean, you can have one up in 2 minutes.
Yeah, it's really
literally
quick.
Takes no time.
Yeah,
maybe you should show everybody real quick how to.
Yeah, let me show you David's company page. So if you see David's company page here, David Alto Advanced, I click on that and it takes me to the bottom. And if I click on that, it actually shows me his company page. So I'm going to give him a follow here. He has 700 followers. And if you click on posts, you can actually see all his posts on his company page. So I'm going to give him a like over here. I'm going to write boom, boom, and I'm going to press post. And now you can see his stuff here. And if I go to my profile from here, you can actually see my company logo here. And if you click on Ajax Union and you click on this, you can actually go to my company page. This is the background of the company page. So I'm going to show you guys the foreground of the company page because I'm a whatchamacallit. And it shows that I'm going live. So I'm actually going live on my company page right now in real time. Did you know that, David?
I did not. I mean, I know you could, but I thought you were going on. You must be going on both at the same time.
I'm going on I'm going on multiple company pages at the same time. I'm going on multiple company pages at the same time, and multiple profiles at the same time. So this is, if you guys want to learn how to do this, this is what we teach inside our course. We teach people how to leverage LinkedIn Live, LinkedIn Newsletter, LinkedIn Organic, LinkedIn Company Pages, Sales Navigator. We literally teach you how to master LinkedIn. So if you want more information about that, definitely go to learnbusinessnetworking.com, learnbusinessnetworking.com. This is our landing page, and this walks you through our full set. If you want to learn about the Sales Nav Bootcamp that we have coming up, just go to salesnavbootcamp.com. And if you're a current student of Evergreen, just let me know before you sign up so we can give you a special treat. We'll give you a special bonus just for signing up. If you're already a student, we have 680 clients in our program, and we're only accepting a few people to join the boot camp that's coming up at the end of the summer. If you want to know when it's coming, all the dates are here and exactly what you're going to learn each time. And it's 1 hour each session virtually. So definitely check that out. All right, let's get a couple more people in the door. Who wants us to roast their profile? Go ahead and leave a comment below letting us know that you want us to roast your profile, and we will toast you, roast you, and maybe even host you.
While you're searching for somebody, I'm going to go back to, I'm just going to talk about Lori's, and hopefully she's listening. Add that URL, because you share some great things in your business page, or kind of like your business page. You share a lot of links to the website. That's great. Okay, well, put them in the featured section, create that little link, and you'll be stellar in no time.
Amazing, amazing, amazing. And for those of you that don't know how to connect with me, I mean, you see the follow button on my profile. You literally just click the 3 dots next to the follow button, and then there's a connect button hidden there. So for those of you that don't know that, you can actually hit the connect. If you actually want to build a relationship with me, connect with me. If you just want to follow my content, then just follow me. I'm going to pull up Paul's, Leanne's on your profile, David. Waiting to approve my request, Mir said. construction manager, project manager. So we have a couple more that we're going to pull up right now. I'm going to share. If you guys want us to roast your profile, just say roast me, please. Roast me, please. But please say please. You know, you got to be nice. Right, Sam? Sam, what do you think of what we're teaching right now, Sam?
Oh, I think it's just full of value. I'm invigorated and learning all the time. And I'm really excited to go after this and implement all these changes that you guys have
So Leanne,
kindly said.
So thank you so much, Sam. Leanne said that that she's trying to connect with me, but she can't. So if you see the follow button here, click on the more button, and then you'll see the connect button here. If you turn creator mode on, it flips the connect and the follow button. So right now I could follow Leanne and not connect with her, or I can connect with her and not follow her. But, you know, if you connect with someone, you automatically follow them. So if you connect with someone and you don't like their content, you could unfollow them or you can disconnect. But the more button is very powerful. A lot of people don't know about this more button. Same thing with Paul. Paul asked the same question. Click the more button and you can press connect. Do you know Paul, by the way?
I do, yes.
Oh, you do? You know Paul? What advice would you give Paul on his profile? Banner, voice note, video, call to action here, all that.
I would highly suggest flipping his photo the other way.
Oh, I love that. I love that. We said that last time. If you guys haven't watched our video from last time, go back and watch it because we actually walk you through how to do that in Canva. We went into Canva, took a photo, flipped it, or called David, and David will help you flip your photo. He'll help you optimize your profile. This is what he does for a living. He's done over 1,000 profiles in the past year. So definitely hang out with him and talk to him. I see you're missing the icon over here. And I see also you have some recommendations, which is great. He actually got one very recently. I like repurposing recommendations as well. So you can repurpose them on your profile, on your featured items. If you have a resume, you can share them on your resume and so on. Very powerful. But he's no call to action in your about sections, Paul. So go ahead and do that. It looks like Mohammed is missing a banner. Mohammed, smile in your photo. Don't have a resting Mohammed face.
All right. Mohammed did ask me a question, and he said, hi, my CV is supposed to be 1 page or so. Knowing that I have 35 years of experience, how will this work out, please? That's easy. Your resume doesn't have to be 1 page.
Wow. Big insight. By the way, he has 300 followers, and he already turned on creator mode. So now he has the follow button here. If I want to connect with Mohammed, I would click on more and I would press connect over here. You see that? Really, really cool. I love, by the way, Mohammed, you definitely need to speak to David. So immediately after this thing, call David. He'll help you with your profile. Okay. Mir Mardoyan. I don't know how to pronounce your name. And if you had the little icon, I would play it. I would literally play it. This is an opportunity. Me, her, or Mir. I don't know how to pronounce your name. And you could really help me by having that icon. Ladies and gentlemen, if there's one thing that you're going to do is get that icon. By the way, what are you going to do? Let me know in the comments below. What are you guys going to do as a result of what you learned today? What are you going to do as a result of what you learned today? I'd love to see in the comments what you're going to be doing. What did you learn? What are you going to be implementing? Remember, it's all about actually implementing stuff. It's not about like coming here and like learning something and having fun and being entertained by Joe. Being entertained by Joe is part of it. It's fun. You know, we put on a beat. Yo, ladies and gentlemen, I want to know what you learned today. I want to know what you're going to do as a result of the things that you learned because you got to implement. You can't just sit here and waste time. You can't just sit here and do the crime. You can't just sit here and lie. I want to know what you're going to do, what you're going to do. Yo, my name is Joe, and I'm going to tell you what to do. Put it in the comments below. Let me show. Let me start this show. Let me start this flow. David Alto, he's gonna teach you what to do with the A, with the L, with the T, with the O. David Alto, he's a resume writer. He knows how to be a fighter, knows what to do, knows how to be part of your crew, standing behind you. David Alto in the house. Right. That was amazing, David. Thank you. Thank you, David. Was that fun?
I love it, Joe. I got to give Mira. He shares a lot of his video, a lot of the podcasts that he does on Twitter, and what he creates is amazing. Put that in your featured section.
Oh, why? Why is it important for him to add all that in his featured section?
Well, I mean, it does show. I mean, he does these little mini clips of his podcast and puts them on Twitter. Well, guess what? They're very well produced, and that'll show that gives people a little bit of insight, and the guests that you have and what you do, and like maybe why I should maybe go to Twitter and watch it or whatever.
I had no idea that he did that. That is amazing. Guys, tell me what you're going to be doing in the comments. Maria said, I love this wrap. Let's give Maria one last profile thingy, because Maria, we haven't given her advice. So Maria's based in Ontario. She says, we free up minimum of 2 weeks a year for busy entrepreneurs. Ask me how. Wow, there's so much. First of all, Maria has 94 connections. She sent me a connection request. I'm going to accept that. Maria, thank you for connecting with me. Somebody said, Joe, should I connect with people that have less than 500 connections? Absolutely. You know why? Because when I post on LinkedIn, I'm probably the only person that she's connected to that's actually posting. So I'm going to be the world to Maria. I want to be the world to Maria. And I want to help her learn how to get more clients that she can handle. Maria, do you want more clients that you can handle? Guys, how many more clients do you want? Let me know in the comments below. How many more clients do you guys want? And what type of clients do you want? And let us know if this was valuable to you. If you're getting value, write value in the chat. I'm curious to know if you guys are getting value. But Maria, background banner, photo, and you can improve your photo, have a video, have the image, have a better headline, improve your about section, add call to action, improve your featured section, all that stuff. We have a 20-point checklist inside our course. If you guys haven't seen that, definitely check out our program. Really, really simple to be able to follow what we teach. And if you don't follow it, then you're just going to be lost. You got to follow the yellow brick road. Like, who else has taken our program? Over 600 people, including David, has taken a program. David, do you want to tell everyone a little bit about, and Sam, David, do you want to tell everybody a little bit about what you got out of the program?
Sure. I was a little bit more advanced on LinkedIn when I took it, but I learned so many just little nuances that ended up saving me time, because I learned how to do this on Canva or learned this little hack. I mean, there is so much to learn about the platform. Having taken Joe's course, I wish I would have taken it right when I started LinkedIn, because then I would have been farther. But regardless, if you're somebody here that maybe you even like that, even Chris that has 16,000 followers, you will learn something from taking Joe's course. I took it well over a year ago. I still resource it to this day. I'll still log in, take a look at something that I forgot, or maybe that I'm looking to help somebody and I'm like, where did I find that? Joe is a resource. And once you're connected to him, you're connected to him forever. So please connect with Joe. Take a look at the training. I look forward to doing the Sales Navigator, because I tried Sales Navigator and it just didn't work for me. I thought it was a little bit too much time, but I know I wasn't using it right. So now it's time for me to learn to use Sales Navigator the right way. So
cool. Thank you so much. Really appreciate you sharing that. That was very, very nice of you to share all those insights. And for those of you that don't know, we have clients that are generating hundreds of thousands of dollars in revenue as a result of what we've taught them directly in the course. For example, I'm going to play a 90-second video with Savvy BG's story real quick here, so you can hear from him himself. And we literally have 680 people that have taken it and that are satisfied, getting results, changing their lives, learning new things. Let me show you Savvy's story real quick.
As a result of the LinkedIn coaching with Evergreen Networking for teams, in the first 30 days, we have started to put in place. We have closed $40,000 in revenue directly attributed to what we learned to do on LinkedIn via coaching that Evergreen Networking provided us with. After working with Evergreen Networking and having attended a lot of your sessions and your course, I think we were really able to streamline our process, hone down into our message and our offering, and have a better outreach strategy to our customers. And that really has helped us multifold our results, and and our client acquisition as well. So it's been really, really helpful. It's been amazing. In our first coaching session, I got massive value. Joe and the team got straight to the point and gave us strategies that made perfect sense. The LinkedIn training for teams that Evergreen Networking took us through was easy to understand and very simple to implement. The course and the coaching program was also really helpful for me and my team because it happens a few times a month. So the strategies that I got were able to be applied right away. The frameworks, the scripts, the checklists, all of that make using LinkedIn much more approachable. Every time I've attended one of the sessions with Evergreen Networking, whether it's Joe or someone else, I always leave that session learning something new that I'm like, I thought I knew LinkedIn, but this is something I learned today. So it's been game changing for me and my company.
You want to grow your business, you got to get the right coach. If you want to be an athlete, you got to be a coach. So thank you everybody for joining us here today. David, do you think we should do this again in the near future?
This is so much fun. Yes.
Okay, ladies and gentlemen, in the comments, say, I want to be invited. If you want to be invited to the next one, just write, I want to be invited. We're not inviting everyone. We don't want the whole world to be there. We want to have a conversation with specific people that really are motivated to improve their life. If you're looking to improve your profile on LinkedIn, definitely speak to David Alto. He's the expert resume writer. You make sure the robots find your resumes. Go to altoadvanced.com. Check out his profile. If you want our Sales Navigator Bootcamp, connect with Sam. Sam's your Sherpa, your Sales Navigator expert Sherpa. And David signing up to it.
I got you,
and
David.
If you need anything, just hit us up. We love helping. We love making a difference. I have somebody waiting for me on the other line, so I'm going to hop. But thank you everybody for coming here. Appreciate you guys, and we'll see you on LinkedIn. Boom.